This tutorial will show you how to create your own RF switching system using the 700 series. The 700 series are a range of DIN rail modules that are ideal for switching a range of applications. They operate on either 868 or 915 MHz, have 1 km or 16 km TRX versions. The TRX can operate as either a transmitter, receiver or transceiver, and have additional input or output channels that can be added. We do provide a whole series of ready-made systems specifically for industrial applications, but to create your own bespoke solution, the 700 series is ideal. There's a 725 TRX, a transceiver board with 2 inputs and 2 outputs, the 725 IP board supplying an additional 4 input channels, the 725 OP board giving you 4 additional output channels, as well as the 725 DOP8 board, an 8-channel digital output board for switching higher voltages. Now using a couple of DIN rails to easily mount my modules, the TRX is supplied power by a 12 to 32 volt power supply. You can screw in your own antenna depending on your requirements. So to create your own one-way telemetry system using just 2 TRXs, connect your inputs on your first module, then your 2 outputs on your other board. I'm using volt-free switches as my inputs and LEDs as my outputs as an example. You pair your TRX's relays together by using your pair switch. Once paired, you've got a 2-channel one-way system. Say you needed additional input or output channels, you could easily expand the number of channels by adding input or output boards to your TRXs. Simply daisy chain these using a ribbon cable. Then add in your inputs and outputs and pair these relays together. You can expand the number of inputs from 1 TRX to a total of 18, as well as your total number of outputs to 34. If you needed to, you could also pair in any of our compatible RF Solutions transmitters to your outputs and remote control these if needed. You can use several TRXs in a more complex one-to-many setup if needed. So here I've got a TRX in location 1 with 2 switch inputs and a TRX in location 2 with 2 relay outputs. But I've added a third TRX and paired my first TRX's inputs to the outputs. So now my first TRX in location 1 can switch multiple outputs in completely different locations. Going back to just 2 TRXs, by wiring in additional inputs and outputs to your 2 TRXs, you could also create a 2-way bi-directional system. Once I've paired my other relays together using my additional switches, the system can operate from location 1 to location 2, then back to location 1 again. For any of your output channels, using the jumper links, you can set your relays to operate in a momentary or latching mode when operated. The TRX also has a timed outputs feature, meaning when you operate a relay output, you can set a time delay from half a second up to 1 hour. The 700 series comes supplied in either 868 or 915 MHz, and depending on your range requirements, there's a 1 km or a 16 km TRX version available. If you have any questions on the 700 series, feel free to leave a comment, or alternatively, you can contact our support team on support@rfsolutions.co.uk. Thanks for watching.